Hey everybody, welcome. It's time for Atomic Radio Hour. I'm your host, Vince. I hope you're doing well. I've been away for a little while. I'm back. I'm black. No, I'm not. I'm back and I feel like I'm better than ever. It's me. Kyle's also here in the background. You want to say hey real quick, pal?
Hello.
Hey. We got a lot to talk about. We got some lore to talk about. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Kyle has chose the music for this evening. We listen to music in the background. Kind of helps. Like when I read, because I'm dyslexic, it helps me kind of like sort through things in my mind better. And he's picked a killer soundtrack. He picked the Sonic Adventure 2 OST, which we will talk about a little bit later. How you guys been? How was your holiday? I was away for Thanksgiving. My family came up to visit me. I haven't seen anybody in a while. I've almost been in Colorado for a year. And they came up. It was nice. I took my mom and my brother to the zoo. We went to the city. We ate a lot. There's this great taco place not far from me. And I made my brother try tripe. And if you don't know what tripe is, it's the lining of the cow's stomach. Apparently people in my family like rave about it. And there's like an Italian way to make it with like vinegar and lemon. I've never had it that way. I've only had it this way in a taco. And it's fried. And it's almost like a pork rind. Like the consistency, the crunch that it has to it. Delicious stuff. I had a great time. And I was just kind of extremely tired after that. And needed kind of a chill week. So I put out that episode of Kyle and Vince Likes. Thank God we did it. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're excited for something. I'm excited for something. And I kind of want to jump right into it. Kyle, would you like to come back into the room real quick?
Yeah, let's jump right into it.
The Sonic the Hedgehog movie 2 get dicked on DreamWorks. Oh my god. I'm so ready for this. Ooh. Kyle, you sent me this at work today, and I was like fucking punching shit. I was like ready to go. And some kid's like, dude, what's up? I'm like, Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie 2. Oh my god, Kyle.
I know.
Ugh.
If you're just listening and haven't watched Kyle and Vince Likes Things, the Sonic movie,
yes,
go. You should probably watch.
That's the one that started Kyle and Vince Likes Things. Dude, actually, hold on a second. It was right before COVID. It's a picture on my Instagram. Let me find it real quick. Oh, dude, what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think is the main plot of this movie?
I don't know. We can go either way. We can do like the starting chaos stuff now, or we can do like maybe Metal Sonic shows up in this one, and then chaos is in the third movie.
Kyle, we saw. Oh, Kyle, we went to the movies on Valentine's Day together, February 14th, 2020. That's
right. I forgot it was on Valentine's Day.
I'm gonna put a screenshot of this on what do you call it, on screen. It says that we were in Green Hill Zone. Dude, I'm so excited for this new movie. The first one was great. It wasn't Citizen Kane, but it just felt like the first good video game movie. And that's the next big trend. It has to be. There's the Uncharted movie coming out. I even kind of consider the Spider-Man movies to be borderline video game movies because of the Spider-Man video game. You know what I mean? Like, it's made by Sony. Sony's making it for the PlayStation. It's kind of like a weird tie-in. They have the Miles Morales expansion, which you can, like, wear his suit from the movies. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, a direct movie game. But, dude, before that version of Spider-Man, there was the PS2, the movie, the game on PS2 that everybody lost their mind over. So, dude, I think Metal's going to show up. I think Knuckles is going to show up. We see the echidnas in the beginning of the first Sonic movie. Oh, yeah. Very briefly.
I mean, Knuckles' voice is Idris Elba.
Oh, dude, I loved when you get to see when he announced that it was him, because it was just a picture of Knuckles' fist and it said knock knock. Yeah. Dude, what's a reference that you like really want to see in this next one?
What I really want to see, I want them to bring in Crush 40 to do a song.
Yes. No, yeah. You know what I could see them doing? If it's going to take place in San Francisco again? Them running past like an outdoor band and it's Crush 40.
Oh, that would be cool.
You know what I mean? That's something I can say. What else? Sorry.
They run past them and you just hear rolling around and then they look up and like,
Kyle, I'll lose my mind, dude. I'll cry. Like, Oh, dude, what else? What else? I feel like a little boy again.
All right, hold on.
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling this movie will set up Shadow.
The ultimate life form?
Yeah, I think this movie will set up Shadow.
Do you think it'll talk about is he Robotnik or Eggman? He's Robotnik,
I think he's Eggman.
right?
I don't know.
I think he's Robotnik at this point because at the end of the first one, he calls him Eggman.
Yeah.
So, imagine they bring up his grandfather in space. Kyle.
The cat just like standing on the street somewhere as they run by.
Kyle. I kind of hope we see Amy.
I think we'll get Amy and the rest of them in the third movie.
Yeah. I hope they don't go further than a third, though.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of hope they kind of cap it off at a third. Dude, imagine we get spin-off movies. Imagine we get like a Knuckles movie or a Shadow Origins. Like, oh, dude. I hope they do Metal Sonic in this one because Eggman was in some mushroom zone at the end. Spoiler, sorry. At the end of the first one. Yeah, so I hope they kind of bring Metal, and then the third one, I hope they don't do a Spider-Man 3 and have 6 villains. You know that Tobey Maguire, the Raimi films, the Raimi Spider-Man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I hope they don't do that, but what I hope they do is they have like Shadow and Chaos in some way. I'm hoping my God. I'm so excited for this. I'm so, like, I've never been, like... I wasn't even excited for the first Sonic. I thought the first Sonic was going to be awful. And then it came out, it was great.
You were like, it's going to be bad. I'm like, what if it's good, though? Just, like, what if it's good? I kept mentioning that, and then they changed Sonic, so it was great.
Okay, so I think you and I both know the answer to this one. But there was Sonic in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Sonichu.
I mean, I don't think so anymore because of his mother. I don't think they want to promote any of that.
But think about the possibility. Kyle, imagine if Chris Chance...
I'm working on it. What if Tails goes, I'm working on it?
I'd lose my mind. I'd lose my... Like, and if he's wearing glasses and, like, a polo or something, and they do... I mean, which isn't going to happen, but Kyle, I'd lose my mind. I'd have to leave the theater. I'd walk out. Like, I'm seeing this in IMAX, Kyle.
You're seeing this, you're flying home, and you're seeing this with me.
Dude, I said that. I made that fucking joke at work today. Someone was like, you're really excited. I was like, I'm flying home to Papa. Like, we're seeing this shit together. Oh, dude.
And Tails got the, if you're showing the movie poster, Tails has the plane.
Yes, it should be. Yeah, he's got the tornado. Dude, I saw the tornado. That was like the first thing I noticed. I was like, the tornado. And then and then Eggman's in the egg carrier.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look at the poster.
Deep dive into the poster.
Let me see what's on here. It's coming out April 8th. It's available in theaters and Dolby Cinema. I'm trying to look at the map in the back to see if it's anything. Dude, this is going to be a long shot, but it almost kind of reminds me of Michigan because it looks like a lot of lakes.
Kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, hold on. There's 2 different types of robots in the back. In the left-hand side,
Kyle,
there's a weird-shaped one, and then there's another shaped one.
It's one of the bees from, like, the original. Oh, dude. Son the Hedge. I can't... Dude, Tails was my favorite. I'm so excited to see this.
Same voice. Same voice actress.
Well, it's new. It's not the same person who do Sonic Adventure 2, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, God, is this going to be fun.
You tweeted at me that the trailer's coming tomorrow.
Yes, for the Game Awards.
Probably for the Game Awards. It's probably going to be in there.
Well, let me check my DMs, because I've been away for 2 weeks. You sent me a bunch of stuff, so we could talk about some other stuff. I also sent you, did you see that I sent you the Halo Infinite soundtrack on vinyl?
Yes, I saw that.
Okay, we're going to talk about Halo in a minute, which I want you here for as well. Oh, God, Kyle. Ugh. Anything you want to say about Sonic before I move on?
It's gonna be good.
All right, so next up, we got to talk about. We got to take it back a notch. I'm very excited, but if you've been paying attention, which I hope you have in some capacity, the Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive edition, which I don't know if I've ever said publicly, is a awful name. There's too many colons in there, and I'm a big fan of like long names, but I just think they should have said like the GTA Modern Trilogy, or not even Modern Trilogy, but just the trilogy. Whatever. I don't know. I think it's too long. Some of it's been fixed, some of it not. People can play their games again. I'm watching a lot
working on it.
Yeah, but they should have released it complete. If they were, I don't know if you heard this, Kyle, but Grove Street Games worked on it for like 2 years, and it came out the way it did.
Hard to believe.
Apparently, someone like was going through the files because they didn't like hide anything in the right way, and you can get screens to proc that are like how to control it with the touchscreen. So like it's just the mobile port.
Yeah,
that's been upscaled. They fixed some things. I don't know. There's a new GTA Online thing that you sent me that looks amazing that I really want to try.
This is almost borderline DLC.
You think so?
Like we're getting we're getting Franklin back. Like that's we haven't heard.
Lamar.
Like the last time there was rumors about Franklin coming in a DLC was with CJ and like a record producing thing. And this is almost like it, but without CJ. Maybe CJ shows up.
Okay,
who knows?
Kyle. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't think of this. Do you remember? You didn't play San Andreas, did you?
Not fully. I got pretty far. Yeah.
Okay, did you get to Mad Dog's Rhyme Book? It's really early. That's Ice. Thank you, Ice-T. Thank you, Ice-T. That's Ice-T who does Mad Dog, right? And CJ steals Mad Dog's Rhyme Book to give it to OG Loke. And then at the end of San Andreas, spoilers for an 18-year-old game, but at the end of San Andreas, CJ becomes his manager. So, Kyle, and there's Mad Dog posters in what's his name? Oh my God, Franklin. Thank you. In Franklin's room. Do you remember Kipper?
Remember what?
Kipper the dog.
Oh, Kipper the dog. Yeah.
Yeah. But like. This DLC's like Anderson .Paak and Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg's in the song. If you get to meet Snoop Dogg, I'm gonna lose my mind. That's gonna be so cool. But like, I really want to play this.
So, like, Alex didn't want to tell you it last time, but when we did the island heist, the cutscene before that was Dr. Dre pulling up and goes, "Oh, something happened," and he had to take off instead of going on the plane with you.
Why didn't Alex want to tell me that?
So you can witness it yourself.
Get the fuck out of here.
No one had money to buy the friggin' submarine, so it didn't matter.
He's just in it for no reason?
Yeah, he drives up with, like, I guess his manager or something like that, and they're, like, about to get on, but, like, they get a phone call, so he has to go.
Alex is a good guy. That's awesome. I would have... I'm excited for this. It looks fun. It looks neat. It looks like something's going to build the world out a little more. I like that we get to see what happened to Franklin, because I heard there was a rumor that GTA or Rockstar had a thing where they weren't ever going to show you what happened to the protagonists. And that's kind of why Nico's story ends the way it does, is because he wanted to relax. Like, he didn't want to be doing a bunch of crazy shit. And even Lester says in GTA 5, he's like, oh, there was word of a Eastern European guy on the East Coast who was running scores, but he's gone quiet or something. Like, they show Johnny in it, but like, we've never seen CJ, we've never seen Tommy Vercetti. Claude shows up in San Andreas, but San Andreas takes place before GTA 3. But that's really it. And if we get to see CJ again, I'm gonna lose my mind. I will lose my mind. Because that's San Andreas is the best one. Oh, dude, I'm excited. I can't believe I'm excited for things. What year is it? Did you want to talk about some quick fighting game shit real quick?
Yeah.
Go for it. Oh, yeah, real quick. If you're into memes. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is getting Garfield as DLC. Which I think is lame. I think we should have had Little Bill. I got him. I got Kyle. Or, I don't know. I think someone from Nick Jr. would have been fun. Dude, imagine Oswald.
Oswald, oh my god.
Wow Wow Wubsy, dude. That's cool. There's the Warner Brothers game. When is that coming out? You sent it to me, but I can't seem to find it. But
sometime
like
next year.
I think I've been away. It's been that long. They're putting in like.
Well, there's rumors that Animaniacs, Rick and Morty, Gandalf, and all that is going to be in that game as well.
Godzilla needs to be in it, Kyle.
That would be pretty cool.
Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, Jake the Dog. They got all the voice actors to do it too, which is really cool. Kevin Conroy's doing Batman. That's awesome. Just, dude.
Friggin' Matthew Lillard is Shaggy.
They knew their audience. They did that on purpose. No, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I am. Kyle, I actually would like to save the talk about Halo to the third segment, if you're okay with that.
Okay, yeah.
There's one thing I want to talk about. Activision's a bad company. I hope make your own decisions. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do. But I'm not playing Overwatch. I'm not playing not that I was playing Call of Duty, but I stopped playing anything that's Activision or Blizzard that has any sort of online support. I haven't played Tony Hawk, the 1 and 2 remake, in a while. But I'm not playing them simply because of how awful of a company Activision is led. It's Kyle, do you know the CEO's name?
I do not know.
Let me look it up real quick.
I should say you should play Tony Hawk because Tony Hawk was not Activision that made it. It was the company that made the Crash, and then Activision destroyed that company that made those games.
You're right. But still, you know what I mean? It was published by them. Bobby Kotick is a horrible person who allegedly called his assistant in 2006 and threatened to kill them. And if the rumors are correct, now I don't know if this is true as of the publishing and or recording of this episode, but the last I heard, he knew about a woman being raped at the company and didn't do anything about it. There's also someone higher up at Activision who for years was signing off their emails as 1-800-ALL-COCK. Did you hear about this, Kyle?
You told me this, yeah.
Dude, all cock, no balls. Dude, no ball. Like I'm not laughing. I'm laughing because of how fucking wild this is. And I have a story here from Reddit. Let me see if it'll load. I don't know why Reddit doesn't like loading on my phone. So this is from thegamer.com. It says Activision reportedly took years to fire someone who signed off with 1-800-ALL-COCK. The employee was reportedly fired this summer after a month-long investigation. This is written by George Foster. Activision reportedly took years to fire this person. He, like I just said, earlier this year, allegations were put forward of a pervasive frat boy culture across Activision Blizzard, which has led to key figures leaving the company and several lawsuits being filed against it. According to the Wall Street Journal podcast, everyone has one, and reported by Kotaku, Kyle's favorite website. Kyle, who do you hate more, Kotaku or IGN?
Kotaku.
Really? Okay. Activision allegedly took years to fire a male employee who used 1-800-ALL-COCK to sign off on his emails. The employee reportedly wasn't fired until this summer after a month-long investigation into the matter, despite the signature being used for years. During the podcast, reporter Kristen Grind said there was one example where an Activision employee had for years just signed all of his emails with 1-800-ALL-COCK. So if you were a woman, you would get that email and just think it's normal and just think it was the normal course, right? Just guys being guys joking about it and all, and you just sort of feel like that's what happened at Activision. So if you ever have to email me, do not hesitate to put 1-800-ALL-COCK because that's the funniest shit. That's the funniest shit to me. Not the fact that he thought that was okay. Like, dude, it seems like something out of Curb Your Enthusiasm. You know what I mean? Like, it's not real. Like, it's something Larry David would be like, we can't be letting him get away with this. And they'd be like, Larry, come on, you're overreacting. And he's like, no. And then, like, someone would hear it, and they'd be like, yeah, how come we haven't done this? He's like, I've been saying it for years. Like, it just seems like 1-800-ALL-COCK. God, Kyle. Is there anything fun we could talk about before I get into this lore?
Fun?
Fun? Not that all cock is fun.
Yeah, I think we have one thing that we can talk about that's pretty fun. A certain casting was happened for a certain show that you're very excited about.
What's his name? Nick Offerman is going to be playing Bill in The Last of Us. I wanted to talk... Oh, Kyle. Sorry, I had to stop everything I was doing.
I mean, you wanted something fun.
So, let me explain the joke. If anybody heard that and doesn't understand what happened. We listen to music in the background, and because we're so excited for Sonic, like I said earlier, Kyle put the music on. So that sting happened, and I had to stop everything I was... So, I only don't want to talk about this so much just because we only got the picture of it, and we don't really know much else about it. But Nick Offerman as Bill works. I think, in my mind, it works.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have much to say. All right, let's get into this lore, Papa.
Yeah. Sonic lore? There's a Sonic encyclopedia, I think, coming out very soon, and I'm gonna probably buy it.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? Who's publishing it?
I think Dark Horse.
Really?
Yep.
You know about Ken Penders?
Was he the Sonic comic book guy that wrote really bad Sonic comics?
Yeah, he had a really weird thing for Knuckles and like would write Knuckles as if he was like
the other character, the one in like the old Sonic things, the Chipmunk or something like that.
Sally Acorn?
I think that was her name. The one in the old ass cartoon and comics. But
yeah, that's Sally Acorn. She's like a princess.
Yeah, he drew her WoW clothes, and everybody else has clothes on.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
That's really good.
There's a whole video I watched about that. That was pretty funny.
That's really nice, dude. I'm really happy to hear that. I don't know much about Ken Penders other than, like, he's not great.
Somebody pitched a Sonic movie back in the day.
Really?
And he was on the project, and the way he was kind of like, no, this is going to be so bad, don't do it, like, to the people they were trying to pitch it to.
He said it wasn't going to be good.
To the people that they were pitching it to.
Really?
Yeah, so he was ruining his own project, but yeah. I'll have to find a video and send it to you.
Please. Because, like, when I got out here and I found that comic book store, I kind of wanted to read a couple Sonic comics just to see, like, what's going on.
I have two.
I used to have some back in the day. Like, I don't know about you, but growing up for me, it was a big thing to go to Barnes & Noble.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandma took me to one that we, like, usually didn't go to. And I found a Sonic comic on the floor, and I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am, where can I find more Sonic comics?" And she's like, "Oh, where you found that one?" And, like, I found that book on the floor.
Was the lady that pointed you to Sonic comic with a big, gigantic animatronic bear?
Yeah, my name was... Oh, shit, my shelf. My name was Vance then. There's gonna be like 2 people who get that.
Yeah, that's good. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Real quick, hold on. Before I get into this lore, I'm going to leave that little talk we had in. I found this at a thrift store, and I know, Kyle, you can't see it, but it's the Vault Boy's head as a little flower pot.
Oh, nice. I had one.
From Clutterfly.
Yeah, it was the little crate GameStop had them.
I just walked into a thrift store, and I saw it. I was like, yo, I got to get this. And then I got it. Now it's mine.
Nice.
I thought it was real serendipitous. All right. Cool. So before we get into the lore, I got to thank the Patreon. Thanks for putting up with this shit. I hope you guys are well. I got to thank you guys real quick because without you, I couldn't be able to do this. So starting from the top, I have to thank the OG Noah. Thank you, Noah. After Noah, I have to thank Danny. Thank you, Danny. And after Danny, it's Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. And last, and certainly not least, and is actually this week's lore picker. I don't like that. I don't like lore picker. Person who chose lore is Bones Jones. Thank you, Bones Jones. Like I said, without you guys, we can't do something like this. So it's nice to have some support. Nice to have little love in our lives. Let's just get right on into this lore. And like I said, Bones Jones had picked the lore. It's my first time back in a couple of weeks doing the show proper. If you want to hear any sort of lore whatsoever, make sure you're in the Discord, because once a week I ask a question. This week's question was, because I'm so excited for the Sonic movie, as my mic stand comes undone, because I'm so ready for the Sonic movie, someone pick a Sonic character. First person to get it picks this week's lore. This week's lore, the OG, Big the Cat. So, Bones Jones got it. Bones Jones picks. Like I said, if you want to hear any sort of lore, make sure you're in the Discord. I will ask a question once a week. First person to get it picks lore. And this week's lore is on Ishmael Asher from The Pit. Now, I wish there was a little more about Asher on the wiki. There's not a ton about this. There's not much about the Scourge. They talk a little bit about it, but it's just mainly Asher, which is cool. I wish there was a little more about like who he was and what's his shoe size and, you know, what's his favorite ice cream and if he's a rom-com guy or not. But Ishmael Asher, aka Lord of the Pit, is the leader of the Pit in 2277. I actually ran out of my book. Didn't realize. I got note cards this week. In 2254, the Brotherhood of Steel's ruling council decided to send a delegation of soldiers to the East Coast under the leadership of Owen Lyons with Rothschild, Henry Kasdan, and Paladin Tristan. During the trek from the west, the Brotherhood of Steel came across the city of Pittsburgh, a lawless, destroyed city ruled by gangs, slavers, and raiders. Anyone that wasn't raping and pillaging was dying from radiation and pollution that the pre-war steel mills and factories left behind. Now, I've never been to Pittsburgh. It was about 5 hours from where I was in Pennsylvania. But anytime Pennsylvania gets brought up in Fallout, I get incredibly excited. I remember when the Pit got announced, I was so ready to play it because it was real. Like the sign that says "Welcome to the Pit." I've seen those signs. Like maybe it's all highway signs, but like just to see the Keystone and like to see what seemed like me on the turnpike, like to see that as you cross the bridge, it was cool. Like and that's a big thing that I talk about. Like in the third segment of the show, Kyle and I are going to talk about the new Halo game, but my whole thing with sci-fi is that sci-fi isn't grounded in reality, but Fallout is sci-fi that is, because I've been to DC. I used to live in Pennsylvania. I could have gone to Pittsburgh. If I would have drove the one route that I was originally going to drive to get here to Colorado, I would have taken Route 80 all the way to Denver. And 80 in the Fallout series is the 80s. Like the Raider gang, that's the 80s, that goes from, I think it's New Jersey, either New Jersey, Rhode Island, or Connecticut is either New Jersey or Rhode Island is the furthest it touches, and then it goes all the way to California. And when I've told the story a billion times, when I went to DC and I went to the subway, I was like, I've been here. I've killed many, many a roamer down here. That's what I like about it, because it's grounded in this reality. The Brotherhood of Steel then conducted the Scourge, combing the ruins of the Pit and killing hostiles on this entire thing was a military scale event. I don't remember exactly. Let me double check. It doesn't say it on the wiki. I'm double checking it now when the Scourge started and ended, but like I said, they left in the 2250s. The only thing I'm seeing about the late 2200s here is by 2277, only one remains stationed at the Citadel, Greg Bear, who is nicknamed Kodak, and that's in reference to the 20 children that they took with them from the Pit. It doesn't give me an exact date. That's a little upsetting. I wish it did. Not a day, but a year. I can work with a year. All it says is 2255. The Brotherhood of Steel expedition led by Owen Lyons arrives in the capital wasteland. So the Scourge was somewhere between... The Scourge was anywhere between 54 and 55, but I would assume that the Scourge was a huge... Someone please recommend for the lore of the Scourge. It'd be fun to read about and talk about. But, I mean, I think it would take longer than a year. I mean, it was a crumbling city and they had to deal with trogs, but whatever. Towards the end of the Scourge, only a handful of gangs still existed in the pit. An explosion in a steel mill trapped Initiate Asher, and he was presumed dead. The only reason that he was pulled out of the ruins was because scavvers were trying to loot his power armor. Now, after this, he tried to gain power and started his own gang and killed the remaining raiders and enslaved people to work. He even imported slaves from surrounding areas and hired raiders from outside of the pit. He also insists that the slaves are not slaves, but they're workers. So it's like working for Amazon. But political satire. I'm like, Kyle, what's his name? Help me. You let me flounder. Who's the comedian?
I don't,
Colbert, thanks. So I'm gonna play this speech that he gives. It's gonna be in the video. I think I can do that. If I can't, I can't. But if I think I can, this is the speech that he gives to the slaves, and it's right now.
Citizens of the pit, workers of downtown, traders of uptown, and all fierce souls who do what must be done. I bring you good news. We stand at the dawn of a new golden age, where others merely survive. We thrive! Our industry is the envy of the Commonwealth. Our safety is the envy of the capital wastes. Our might is the envy of Ronto. And while I have led your efforts, it has been by your own strength that you have earned all the envy of the world. They envy the steel shaped by the workers in our mills. And they envy the strength of our traders and raiders who wield the steel for the pit. And most of all, they envy our victories in the struggle for freedom. Because yes, freedom is what we all work towards. Freedom from fear. Freedom from disease. Freedom to live as once we did before we were shackled by atomic fire. And so, to celebrate this struggle, I ask my loyal workers, who among you is prepared to fight for your freedom? Who among you will risk your life in the crucible to create a new life of freedom in Uptown? Who will take this rare chance to thrive?
Come on, Asher. Will you send someone to the hall?
So that's pretty cool. I like that he talks about the Commonwealth and he talks about Ronto and these other places. I hate that he's trying to do this proletariat uprising kind of speech and then he's pretty much like, all right, I get back to work, you fuck. So, you know, who among you will risk their life in the crucible to create a new life of freedom in Uptown? Who will take this rare chance to thrive? So, that's fun. That's good. I did like the crucible in the pit. I really like the idea, and I think the next Fallout game should absolutely have it, of like a wave-based fighting thing, like what Kate is in when you get her, what was supposed to be there. That I'm a big fan of. Asher has bodyguards that protect him in his skyscraper called Haven. He, his wife Sandra, and Marie, his rat-immune daughter, live there. Asher's wife Sandra also has a lab to do research to see if Marie might be able to cure the rads and or the trogs from the radiation, from the poison, from the sickness. I think at the root of who Asher is, he wants to do good, but he has slaves. And that's not good. And guys, you can't... I remember Olive and I talked about this, like, recently when she was still on the show, because the episode we had Tomato Anus on, the episode before that we were talking about the pit. And guys, you cannot eat the baby. You can't. That's a meme. It's a mod, but it's a meme. But Tomato Anus did a run to eat the baby. He actually talked about it here before he talked about it anywhere else. So, I don't consider myself a journalist, but I did get myself an exclusive. That's a really fun episode, too. If you haven't listened to the Tomato Anus episode, you should. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying, I enjoyed it. There's no, fun facts about him, which upsets me.
Guess he was a fun guy, you know?
I'm just double checking for it. I know one of the fun facts that I'm surprised isn't here is his colors are black and yellow, which are the Steelers for Pittsburgh, and the Pirates, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the baseball team, are also black and yellow. I think the Penguins might be as well. Let's look it up together. Yeah, the Penguins are black and yellow as well. So, fun little nods. Shit that's not it wouldn't be that. It's a nod to the fucking city. Asher's power armor is pretty damn good. The one you want, though, the one that you really want is the tribal power armor. Go get those ingots. It's worth it every time. I've done that so many times. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much everything I have to say about Ishmael Asher. As Kyle said, not a very fun fella. That's lore. Papa.
Yeah.
Before we talk about Halo Infinite's campaign, I want to talk about Halo Infinite's multiplayer.
Yes.
I very much enjoy it.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's very fast. It's very phonetic. It's very punchy. I feel strong playing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you feel? How do you feel?
Yeah, I think what you're saying is how I'm feeling too. It just feels good. It doesn't feel like nothing's wrong with it. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a couple of things that I hope they fix stuff like that, but
like what?
I don't know. Gameplay feels we're getting more game modes and
oh yeah,
stuff like that. But I don't know. It feels good.
I want to play SWAT really badly, and I know that's coming by the end of the month, but that's my game.
Yeah.
I like how every gun you can zoom in with now.
Yeah.
Most guns you could zoom in with now, like the pistol you can do it with. You could do it with the assault rifle. I also like how... Kyle, can you put on some Halo music? Please?
Sure.
I like how everything feels. It feels like a Halo game. And I know how silly that might sound, but it feels like if Halo 3 had running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've only played the multiplayer. I'm not a huge fan of the Battle Pass. I bought it. I'm just not a huge fan of it. The game will, I heard someone say today, the game will look very different in 6 months to a year with all the different armors that are coming out, with all the different... I really hope they do a Doom guy armor set. I think that they'd be silly not to. Even if it's just the helmet, I think, and they could go on all of the armor types, I think they'd be silly not to, just because they own Bethesda at this point.
Yeah, I can definitely see them bringing in some other cool Microsoft properties.
Dude, imagine if they had a power armor set, I'd buy it. No question.
That'd be cool.
You know what I mean?
That'd be cool.
If they had a Dovahkiin one, an iron helmet, that'd be really cool. They have a lot of opportunity to do fun stuff, and multiplayer is never canon. You know what I mean? You're not going to ruin the integrity of the story with multiplayer. I like it a lot. I even like the game modes. I didn't like Oddball or Capture the Flag that much at first, and it's kind of grown on me. Do you have anything you want to say about the multiplayer before I ask you questions about the campaign?
There was one gripe that I had, but that is solved with the campaign.
What gripe did you have? What do you mean?
There being no armor or anything.
What?
You unlock stuff from the campaign.
Oh, do you really?
You do, yeah.
Oh, damn, dude. I didn't want to play the campaign until...
You do. going through like all the different armor pieces in like the multiplayer, I was like, oh, there's a lot more here now.
Really?
Yeah.
But I wanted to play it with you.
It's going to be like 2 years.
No.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 years. It's not going to be right away.
That sucks.
Plus, it's if we're going to get into it, it's an open world game. So there's not like missions per se.
Yeah.
Like there's some missions, but it's not like, oh, load into that mission and that chapter. It's like open world.
It's like Grand Theft
so
Auto.
many different things. Kinda.
You got to find the glowing circles to walk into.
It's really cool because like you're on the ring, and you just explore it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I am looking forward to that.
There's different things you can go find. Like again, you can find these little catches, and you go to it, and it goes up. You unlocked an armor piece for multiplayer from this.
Oh, Kyle, we need to beat the originals.
Yeah,
we still need to go back and do that. Let's just do it on easy, dude. Not on easy, let's do it on normal. Yeah, just to get it done.
Yeah.
Let's put on like all the skulls.
Lasso run?
What does that mean?
It's all legendary with all skulls on.
No.
It's horrendous.
No.
I've been watching people try to get all the achievements in the Master Chief Collection, and they've been going through all the lassos, and 5 hours on Halo 2. Halo 2 was the worst game mode for that.
Yes. Dude, you have to restart constantly.
Well, that, and you can't see your reticles, you can't see your weapons.
If you pick up a weapon that has half ammo or some shit, or you can't use Covenant weapons.
Yeah.
I haven't even read the message you sent me about the Banished. I still have to read that. Could you send me like that like summary of who they are? You know, somewhere along the way I got jaded. I'll admit it. I know who I am. I'll admit my flaws. I've been through some therapy. I really loved Halo 3 back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, Halo was the reason I bought an Xbox. And I'm just so happy to be playing it again. Like, I'm so happy to be having fun with it again. The same way I had fun with it back in the day.
I know a lot of people said at the time, like, oh, Halo 4 and 5 are not Halo games and stuff like that. And, like, I hate to, like, agree with that because they continue the story, but, like, Halo Infinite feels like Halo 4.
Like what Halo 4 should have been?
Like,
or...
Yes, it feels like this is the game after Halo 3. Like, it doesn't look crazy like Halo 5 or how upgraded the visual were in Halo 4.
That, yeah.
This feels like it's like a step up from Halo 3. Not all the way into a new, different stylized. It feels just like how they went from Halo. Halo 2. Still kind of the same, but they're upgrading.
Halo 2 looks very different from Halo 1, though. And I get it that they understood the Xbox more. Like, Halo launched with the Xbox, but Halo 1 is... I mean, you and I beat that. I had a fantastic time beating that. Like, when we did that, it was very much... I don't know. Like, Halo 1 is like almost a horror game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Halo 1 is just a different... Like, Halo 1 deserves its own place in like the Mount Rushmore of games of like, these are the 4 greatest or like the top 10. It might not be the Mount Rushmore. It might not be the top 10, but for what it did for shooters, what it did for consoles, what it did for theme, what it did for feeling, for sci-fi, like all of that very much so is very, very special. It's very important to me, at least. That's how I see it. Like, Olive once sent me, she went to a video game Hall of Fame museum type thing. And in one spot, there was the original Halo. And it had its little thing. And it talked about how Halo was... how important it is. And it really, really is. It sucks that it feels like it's the only game that Microsoft has right now. Like, they're going to have Starfield. I read a rumor that Elder Scrolls 6 is, like, only going to be on...
Only on Xbox, yeah.
Did they confirm that, or is that still a rumor?
I think there's been more progress towards
Really? Whatever.
not being a rumor.
It's all good. I want to know if they just stopped on a PlayStation build halfway through. Conversation for another day,
I
my
don't
friend.
know.
But what I'm getting at is like, I'm excited to go back to this world. Like, and my only thing is that this is what I was saying about grounding before, right? And I'm sorry to just fucking take up all your time, Kyle.
No.
But the thing about Halo that always kind of kept me in but out at the same time was, well, I'm sorry, what kept me in instead of being out was that it was based in some sort of reality. Even though it's 2552 in, I think the first one at least. But you get to see like the bridge level in Halo 2. Like that's on Earth. That's on a planet. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, it's our Earth. That's New Mombasa.
But like, it seems like a human planet. Like there's bridges that are human. There's like, even in Reach, the beginning of Reach, when you like get to shoot the emus, that's based in reality in a sense that these are where humans live. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, like it's not that walking around constantly and I gotta like listen to what they say and like there's text underneath. Like, it feels human. You're in cities that are controlled by humans. And that's what Halo's always done for me. Even though, like, even the idea...
Oh, man, you are going to love ODST, though.
Oh, yeah, I know. I thought you were going to say this one, because that was my gripe was, if I'm exploring the ring, are there no... And don't tell me, because I want to find it if it's organic. But are there no cities? Like, are there no... And why would there be? Because the rings were made... This isn't a spoiler, right? Halo's 20-something years old. I can say this. The rings were made to destroy humanity. So if you get to explore the ring, like, what's there? Is it just caves? Like, am I playing Skyrim? I'm not saying this in a derogatory sense. I'm just curious. I got to play this game, Kyle. I got to just forget what I said and play it.
My Forerunner lore is a little bit out of date. Yes and no. It was made to, when push comes to shove, to kill all life, so the flood would starve itself to death. But at the same time, during Forerunners, they placed humans there after they kind of wiped their mind and made them primitive.
Chimp people.
Because back in the Forerunners, humans were like intergalactic, like they were going to war with Forerunners, and then they weren't at war with Forerunners, they were at war with the Flood. And the Forerunners was like, why are you bombing our cities and killing our children and stuff like that? And they're like, so that we can stop the Flood. We have to kill. And then I think something happened, I have to look into more, but like they kind of wiped them and like made them into like the cavemen.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. It's not... what? Say it.
I'll just say... The one greatest thing that this game has given me is the grappling hook.
Oh, I was so happy you said that.
Oh, it's so fun.
Every game is better. I feel like I just echo the points of Chris Raygun, but every game is better with a grappling hook.
I feel so badass. Like, you grapple something and you get that like curvature turn on the grappling hook to fly, and you just go flying, and you don't take fall damage. You just bam down shooting.
There's no fall damage?
No fall damage.
The way the good Lord intended. Good shit. I'm happy you're having fun with it. It looks like... I mean, I haven't seen any gameplay yet. I guess I'm going to go download it when we get off the phone.
It probably looks really good for you.
Oh, because I'm on an X.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good for me, but like it probably runs really good for you.
Well, what is your series? What is yours? A 1?
I have the 1, like the OG.
Oh, really?
When Master Chief Collection came out.
So what does it output? 1080?
Maybe. I think so.
I have a friend who we were playing Halo with him the other day, Josh. Hey, pal. He told me he listens. Hello. He got an S. And he said, like, we were playing Halo, he said it looks great. Like, he was playing Crash 4 on it, and he said it looked great. Because I don't know I think it might put out under 4K? What's 2K? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know if it puts out at 4K, but he said it was great. I think the S is a fine console. I think the S is actually like a really good bedroom console. Like if you want to use it as a media player.
Yeah.
You could play something like Cuphead, like something quick and light. You know, I got an hour. I could play something instead of like sitting down and playing a couple games of Halo or something.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that I have an X too, but I'm happy that you like it because I know if you're as excited as you are, like even when a Halo game wasn't as great, like 4 and 5, I don't like the look of them.
Yeah.
Like Chief doesn't look like Chief in 5. He almost looks like DeviantArt fan art. You know?
Yeah, they definitely shied away from the kind of art style, but they kind of brought that back to this.
That's what I like that because I like the basic art style of 3. I like the really basic art style of 3 of how it's like these are giant space. Someone asked me, I was talking about with one of the kids that we were playing Halo with, that I work with. Remember him? Mm-hmm. He asked me, or we were talking about playing Halo, and this girl I work with walks over, and she's like, "What are you guys talking about?" I was like, "Oh, Halo," and she like looked at me, and I was like, "Big spacemen shoot at each other," and she's like, "Oh, okay," and he was like, "Come on, man, it's not Warhammer." I was like, "No, but Chief's like 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall." Sorry, tangent. It's. I like the style of it. I liked how Reach looked like everybody's armor was worn. Like you could tell, like that was something that was really going for Reach, that it felt like this is the last real colony of the Spartans. And these people have been fighting for days, months, years. And you can see that all their armor has damage. The one woman's missing an arm. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
I'm wrong or I'm right?
No, you're right. You're right. Cat's missing a arm,
and now everybody can be missing. You could be like a quadruped in the new one. You could have no arms, no legs, but it feels like a return back to things. Halo 2 almost feels like Halo 4 with its art style a little bit. You know what I mean? No. Okay. Just Halo 2 looks so different from Halo 1. And then Halo 3 is I feel like so simplified. Like in such a nice way. Kyle, I just remembered. I didn't play 4 or 5. But there's a chance that Keith David is an Infinite. And if he is, don't ruin it for me.
I don't know.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in Infinite that's like, I want to, where are my friends? Basically. You know,
you would worry or won't worry?
No, there's a part of the story that's like you're not sure what happened.
How far does this take place after 5?
Okay. Maybe Halo Wars takes place 5 months after Halo 5, which is when the Banished happened. Maybe a year later.
Okay.
Maybe more than 5 months.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Halo 5 happened. Halo Wars 2 takes place 5 months after 5, which is when the whole Banish, all of them are introduced and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. I don't want to get too much into this game without spoiling anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just happy that I'm around. What sucks is we'll never get another midnight release. Like, midnight release culture's gone. And that's what I think I'm super bummed out about with games is like, and I kind of feel bad for you, Kyle, because you got into it late. Like, I remember taking you to, I think Arkham, no, what was it? Arkham Knight was like your first midnight, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was just another one. Not like, oh, it's just another one for me, but like, I felt like I'd been to so many. Like, that was such a special feeling. And like, you can find the videos of Halo 3 coming out and people like going to Best Buys and Walmarts and GameStops and waiting.
Yep.
And just the there was a video of, or a picture of people playing PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 outside of Best Buy. They're sitting on like crates and someone brought a TV and they like plugged it into their car and like everyone's there playing Tony Hawk or playing Call of Duty or something. Even there was Call of Duty on the PS2. Like they're playing something together, waiting for this new game to come out. it's 8:00 at night. Like they've taken the day off the next day. I'm gonna miss midnight release culture in the worst way. It's such a relic. Like I saw this meme earlier that was like a guy crying in the shower, and it was like the fact that my sons will never grow up with Bionicles. But like that's how I feel about midnight releases, because my kid's gonna think of a game and is gonna charge my card, and then he's just gonna have it. And I'm like, nah, we waited. Kyle, you didn't come with us to the Fallout 4 one. But like,
No.
that one was magic. That one was magic, dude. It was so special. Like, just talking to everybody about lore and talking to everybody about like if they like 3 or New Vegas more, and where do you think the game is gonna go from here? Like, that was and like, Halo is one of the biggest games ever. Like, I'm not saying big like how GTA has sold a shit ton of copies because of online, or Minecraft. Like, Halo is an experience that people share with each other because of online. Minecraft you can share with people, but Minecraft kind of feels like, for me at least, Minecraft feels like you can kind of sit in the corner and play a couple hours and walk away. Does this make sense? Does any of this make sense that I'm saying?
I don't know about playing a couple hours. I think I play like 5-6 hours of Minecraft.
You know what I mean, though. Like
yeah.
Minecraft to me always felt like a solo thing, and I played Minecraft with people all the time, but you never were doing tasks together. You were just building and talking to somebody at the same time. It's the same thing as if you were playing GTA and I was playing, I don't know, Kyle, give me what games do I like? I'm playing that dodgeball game that I can't remember. Strikeout City? Is that what it's called? Yeah. And we're just talking to each other. Like, that's just what Minecraft always felt like. But people played Halo together, my guy. Do you think we're due for another golden age of gaming?
I think so.
I want to believe that we could have another one. I just think games take too long to make now.
Well, speaking of golden age of gaming, I kind of want to put on the subject that I don't know if I showed you this, but according to Jeff Keighley, there's at least 4 or 5 things at the Game Awards that are in the same level of Elden Ring gameplay reveals.
What does that mean exactly?
Like, unknown, super hyped.
Oh.
People wanting this.
Really?
Reveals,
you think we're going to get a little Starfield?
No.
Why not?
But I heard from a man who, to you, is dead, that maybe they'll show Skyrim or Fallout.
Why did he think that?
Just because it's if it's like Elden Ring, that means like people want it. People are waiting for this.
Really?
That they may show like another little teaser or something like that.
I think he's wrong. I would like to see everything get ported over. When does this start? When does this happen?
Tomorrow.
What time?
At 7. 7 p.m. for me.
7 p.m. for you. Hold on. So how does time work? That's 9 for me?
4:30 PT.
4:30? 4:30? I get out of work at 3:30. You want to watch it together?
Absolutely.
Gang shit. We should have thought of this ahead of time.
I know.
Because we could have did something with the Discord. Sorry, guys. I like to do shit like this with the Discord, but I've been so busy and...
But I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
What 4 things would you think would be the biggest announcements tomorrow if they did show something?
On the scale of Elden Ring.
Yeah, like freaking out. Oh my god, we waited for this.
Half-Life. It's never happening.
Okay.
No,
yeah, I can see that.
Really,
I mean,
really...
they talked about continuing it, so...
Shit, Kyle, let me think. I want to say Starfield. And I'm not just saying that because we're like a Bethesda themed show. I just think it's the first new IP there. I mean, Fallout's not truly their IP. They bought it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Elder Scrolls is their thing. So this is really their first new IP since the first Elder Scrolls. I think there's a big group of people that are very hesitant for the next big Bethesda game, but at the same time very much want to see it. And it's a lot of those people that are big Elder Scrolls guys. Splinter Cell.
Ooh, okay.
Only because I listened to this one PlayStation podcast called Sacred Symbols, and Chris Raygun is on it, and he's talking about how he wants one and how Sam Fisher keeps popping up. I wouldn't be surprised if we get something like that tomorrow. This will be fun to watch back, like, because this will come out on Saturday, and we have already known this information for 2 days, so it'll be fun to watch it, but I think something Nintendo related. Like, I'm trying to think of what a big Nintendo game is. Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah. Like, it has to be something Nintendo. I don't know what the relationship between Jeff Keighley and Nintendo is, but... what have I said? Starfield...
I completely forgot what you said. Starfield, Breath of the Wild 2.
I'm not counting Half-Life, because I just genuinely don't... I don't think it'll ever happen.
Oh my god, I'm blanking on what you just said.
I think I only said those two. Splinter Cell, Splinter Cell.
One more. Splinter Cell.
One more I gotta give you. I really want to think about this, because I really hope it's something like that's a legacy thing. That's something that, like, it's a game that there's been rumors about. I'm very much for people getting the game that they want. Because I mean, dude, look, I got a flag here to Kaisar. I have a fake news network flag here, an entire shelf of plastic dust collectors. Like, this is my thing. I have the NCR flag there, and I couldn't make it fit, but above my computer, I have the pre-war flag, which is over that way. Like, I want someone who's been waiting for a game for years to get it. And I can't think of anything that's been on, like, hiatus. What do you want, Kyle? What big four?
First thing.
You came fucking ready.
First thing I think that they will show during this trailer, gameplay, whatever. Next BioShock.
I meant to send you something. I'll let you continue. I'm sorry. I meant to send you something that...
recent leaks about some stuff that wouldn't be surprised that they'd be like, oh, let's show it off now.
There was a, like, I get like Google News articles every now and again on my phone, and it was like, the next BioShock taps into John Carpenter's The Thing for the new Antarctic setting. And I was like, what? Yep. Like, I don't like BioShock. I think I sent you that on Twitter. Did you?
Maybe Twitter or even Messenger.
I remember you sent me the Antarctic thing, but the fact that it said something about The Thing, I freaked out. Sorry, go on. What else?
All right, so BioShock, I would love to see the next Sly Cooper being shown. There's been rumors lately of it being worked on.
What happened with the show?
Probably still in the works. I think PlayStation just started their studio thing up. So
Okay.
It's probably in the background. Things that I think a lot of people have been waiting for and wanting to see. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2.
Yeah.
Bloodborne 2.
You think so? Maybe.
I think Blue Point is working on it.
Is that good or bad?
That is the people who did Shadow of the Colossus and Demon Souls remake.
I don't want to sound like a dick when I say this, but again, is that good or bad?
No, it's good because they make really good looking games, like remakes of the games. And supposedly they're working on something, and now they're owned by Sony, so Bloodborne would make sense that they might be working on either the first game or they're making a second game. Fifth?
Kyle.
Yes.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Factions,
yeah, I can see them.
Oh my god, how did I not think of Factions? Sorry, that's my fourth.
My fifth would be trailer for whatever this new Sonic game is.
Okay.
Frontier, I think it was called.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping for like a Kingdom Hearts trailer, but like I doubt we'll seeing that for a little bit.
Don't you think it's too soon?
No.
When did the last one come out?
2 years ago.
You think they'd have another one done already? Or not done, but you think we get another one by next year?
Yes.
Really?
They said there's a middle game, and then they're going to be doing 4. The middle game was Melody and Memories. they're not changing, like...
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
3
yeah,
was built on their new, like, hardware, so they're not going to be, like, rebuilding into, like, a new hardware.
I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan, but, and I don't want you to think I'm just trying to shit on you by saying this. I don't think so. Just because I don't know. I don't, like, I feel like it needs another year. To me, all games take 5 years to come out now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The New Horizons is going to be like coming. It's taking forever to come out. God of War is taking forever to come out. Last of Us 2 took fucking almost a decade to come out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying no, but if Square is going to put the time and effort, and they got to make those Mickey renders look good because they're using Disney, and Disney doesn't let anybody not like, they don't let anybody fuck around when it comes to the mouse. I hope you see it. Like I said before, I want to see everybody get their game. I just don't know about that one. What else? Is that your 4?
Yeah, that's like my 4 or 5.
Factions, dude.
Man, I like Factions. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
I hope they put Factions on the PS4. I bet they won't. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the first PS5 exclusive.
They probably won't. I feel like they're probably not going full like, oh, we have to upgrade the hardware stuff. I think it's still built on the engine of Fallout Part 2, but maybe a little bit enhanced for, Yeah.
Here's the thing, Kyle. If it comes out, I'm taking off of work. We got to play all day. Like, we got to just go hard in the paint on that one.
See, that's what I like about this Game Awards, because it's like, who knows what's going to get shown. Yeah. Because there's been some crazy stuff that got shown, and like, people were like freaking, when they started doing the Smash stuff, like, they were like, here's Persona Joker in Smash. Yeah. Here's the invitation they got. Like, no one expected that. And like, it could be... I'm still... I know they talked about after Half-Life Alyx that I think there was an interview with Jeff and like that they want to keep working and continue the Half-Life series. So I think that's always been in the works. I mean, that would be the kicker to finally get, like, Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 2, Episode 4. I'd like to see it. I mean, I've only ever played the first one and I've never beat it. But I'd like to see it.
Because didn't what's his name, Gabe, was like, oh, we don't put anything on the consoles because it's not
strong enough,
upgraded, maybe. Yeah. And like the PS5 and the Xbox One are promising looking that they might do that for. Yeah. I think you mentioned,
I wouldn't. You know, it'd be cool if they did like a definitive edition and they put out all of them together. Because I remember one of the Half-Life episodes you could only get with the orange box.
Well, both of them came with the orange box.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, all of them came with the orange box. The only game you couldn't play was Half-Life 1. Which was a PS2 game or PC game.
I had a friend who I remember going over his house and he was playing it.
Yeah. But then somebody remade it into a game called Black Mesa, I think, like that, or something like that. I have the PS2 version.
Do you really? Good shit. Cool. Do you have anything else you'd like to say, friend?
I think that's it.
Thank you for being here, Kyle.
Yep.
Thank you for listening. This has been a fun episode. It's been a nice way to come back. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you to the Patreon. If you want to support in any other way, subscribing, liking, and sharing helps a lot. I'd like to hit 400 before the end of the year. If we don't, not a big deal, but it'd be cool. Share it with a friend. Join the Discord. If you want to pick out lore, come hang out. There's links in the description of my Twitter, to Kyle's Twitter. If you like our intro music, it's done by the one and only Shane Ivers, and you can get all of his music, not just our intro Feather Duster, but a myriad of his slappers at silvermansounds.com/free music. Join the Discord. Thank you again to the Patreon. Thank you again to Kyle. I hope you're well. I hope this year was good to you. I hope that it's winding down positively, and I hope that you're happy. Thank you for being here. Again, I'm Vince, and Kyle's been here as well. Bye, everybody. Be safe.
See ya.
Atomic Radio Hour Podcast.
a Ghoulman Entertainment production.